recently, Governor Greg Abbott said he thought the first Latino governor of Texas would be a Republican and that he or she would be elected soon. Do you think that you might be the one to pick up that mantle?
Well, I'm not one to talk about political future. I mean, to be honest with you, I've been now in my month 9 of this campaign, and my wife and kids may have something else to say about future campaigns. I'm focused on this one right here, right now. But I do agree with the point that the governor makes, that for the Republican Party to succeed, we've got to continue that message. And I would never advocate changing our conservative ideas or positions to get votes like the left does, to politically appeal shamelessly to get votes. I believe the conservative message succeeds in Texas. And so when you look at March 1 in my primary, I actually carried a lot of those counties south of San Antonio, heading towards the border, from Cameron County, Hidalgo County, Star over to Webb and Laredo. And it's because of border insecurity and spending a lot of time in the community communicating in Spanish and English conservative ideas. And so I've always believed, in the entirety of my public service has been behind this idea that the Hispanic community is naturally philosophically aligned with the conservative movement. We just need good leaders that can communicate that and make it real and practical for voters to understand.
And you mentioned that you've carried some of these border districts, and in Florida as well, the GOP has seen success in growing the share of the Latino vote. What do you think is the main driver of this, and do you think it can continue nationally?
So I mentioned border insecurity being a top issue. Look, I'm the son of a legal immigrant. My mother went through the process, and there are millions of legal immigrants in the state of Texas that millions of Texans that know somebody or related to somebody that went through the legal process as well, but they're tired of people cutting through line. I mean, I was just reading the report that in the month of January, the amount of apprehensions over 175,000, with an additional 100,000 that also crossed undetected. And so we're looking at another year of over 2 million encounters, with 1 million, quote, gotaways on top of last year's record amount. So, a lot of legal immigrants are offended by that. And so, it makes for good politics for Republicans, but it's bad policy for our country. I'll also say that, Latinos by nature, we're very conservative socially. We believe in pro-life. We believe that the Second Amendment can protect the First Amendment. And we believe that entrepreneurship and small businesses are the way forward economically for a lot of our communities. And so, again, that aligns naturally with the Republican Party, but for far too long, we haven't had enough of an effort to reach out to the fastest growing community, at least in our state, of 29 million people, now about to cross 30 million, with this already being a majority minority state, about to be majority Hispanic in the next decades. So this requires a renewed sense of energy, leadership, whether it's in our party or candidates like myself, to continue hitting the blocks, speaking in Spanish, platicando con la gente, but doing so in conservative tones and reminding them why our state is so prosperous. It's because of limited government leadership.